Hello, gorgeous, and welcome to your astrological guide to health, diet, and nutrition by LightWorker. This recording will be for Sagittarius Sun, Sagittarius Rising, and Sagittarius Moon. I do have a bachelor's degree from Westchester University of Pennsylvania in nutrition and dietetics. So nutrition is one of my passions. So healing the body through food and nutrition. And my other passion is, astrology, numerology, tarot cards, Akashic readings, face readings, healing, energy healing, Reiki, as you all know from my channel. So I decided to kind of marry and blend in these two passions of mine, and that's how I came up with this idea to make these special videos for you based on your zodiac sign. And in the future, I do plan on making other videos based on your zodiac sign, like if your moon sign is in Sagittarius, what does it mean for you? If your rising sign is in Sagittarius, what does it mean for you? Like Sagittarius in love with other signs. So let me know if you really want me to make these videos for you. My look today is kind of inspired from India. It's an Indian-inspired look. The dress that I'm wearing is a sari-inspired dress, so I'm trying to match everything accordingly, and I love so very much dressing up to make these videos for you. So please like, share, and subscribe. If you like my videos, share my video with your other Sagittarian friends. Like, share, subscribe, thumbs up is important. Subscribe, click in the link in the little show more description box right here, or click down here in the subscribe button. So now let's begin with your guide, astrological guide to food, diet, and nutrition. So if you are a typical Sagittarian, you would tend to have a sensitive liver. Therefore, it would be harder for you to sustain a higher energy level, and especially if you do have a poor diet that is heavy in fats, starches, and alcohol, then you would even make it even more harder for your already sensitive liver. At a cellular level, your cell salt is silica. Silica is very important in your body because it strengthens the nervous system and it keeps the connective brain tissue healthy. It prevents numbness in the fingers, legs, and feet. If you are deficient in silica, you would have a tendency to have lanky hair, dull skin, sores, and receding gums. Foods that are a good source of silica, but also at the same time they are a good source or they are good and healthy for your skin would be. So any diet that you can include more of these fruits and vegetables. Or these foods. Fruits, vegetables, raw salad, emphasis in raw salad, raw. Green peppers, figs, prunes, strawberries, pears, apples, potatoes, oats, husk of grain, whole grain cereal, egg yolk. So incorporate more of these foods into your diet. And it's very important that you avoid fats, gravies, cream, butter, candies, and chocolate. I mean, I know sometimes it can be hard, especially if you love chocolate, but you are one of those signs that is particularly advisable that you avoid or you go easy on chocolate. You also need to go easy on alcoholic beverages. In this way, kind of to help you prevent damage to your already sensitive liver and skin as well. To keep your weight at optimum level, you should eat a diet that is high in protein, lots of broiled fish and poultry, with emphasis in broiled, fresh veggies and fruits, especially Brussels sprouts, tomatoes, asparagus, plums, cherries, oranges, lemons, eggs, skim milk, yogurt, brown rice, whole wheat. It is also important that part of your diet, part of your healthy approach to diet and health should be recreation in moderation and physical exercise in moderation. Because that would help you if you do these things in moderation, recreation and physical exercise. That would help you to keep that your mental stimulation constant, and you having mental stimulation is very important. It's very important that you also drink pure water, and that you avoid smoking. Instead of eating 3 large meals a day, like breakfast, lunch, and dinner, it's advisable that instead you eat 4 mini meals. You may also have a tendency to be prone to injuries to your hips and thighs, so if you play sports, be careful. You may have a tendency to especially injure hips and thighs. Now, if you are a well-balanced Sagittarian, generally speaking, you would be optimistic, you would be healthy, and you would have an excellent ability to recuperate quickly and to recuperate well from illness. And you also would have a tendency to keep your good looks and your sparkling smile well into old age. Now, each sign, together with its ruling planets, governs different body parts, but it also governs different physiological processes that are happening in your body, physiological functions. Sagittarius rules hips, thighs, coxal vertebra, sacral region, sciatic nerves. Jupiter is the planet associated with your sign, and Jupiter rules and governs viscera, liver, arterial system, suprarenals, a fibrin of the blood, glycogen, right ear, upper forehead, thighs, hips. Sagittarius rules motor nervous system, extension of sensory function, cell development, building of the blood. It also rules or it governs sustaining power and flesh buildup. Therefore, you as a Sagittarius sun, rising or moon, you have a prone or tendency to rheumatism, coxalgia, dislocation of hip joints, gout, sciatica, locomotor ataxia, blood disorders, liver troubles, dental trouble, fatty degeneration, diabetes for some, apoplexy. For some of you, you may also have a tendency to have a higher blood pressure, heart trouble, or chronic pain, especially in your hips and in your thighs. Generally speaking, typical of your sign is to have a big appetite. But with proper diet, your weight and your health doesn't have to suffer because you have a happy appetite. You Sagittarian are one of the signs that has a very strong constitution. Therefore, with very small effort and common sense, you can avoid disease. So if for other signs it takes a lot of willpower, to be on a diet, for example, that would not be so hard for you. You have big appetite, but then you compensate for it because you have this big constitution, and with little effort, you should be able to manage your food, your nutrition, and your health to keep and maintain good health. Negative thinking, nervous anxiety, short temper, improper diet, lack of sufficient exercise, lack of rest will disturbance your balance, and generally you would have a tendency to put a lot of weight in your hips and your thighs, especially if you are a woman. And particularly for you, for your sign, you need to use in moderation food and alcohol. A bad diet for you, what is considered an improper bad diet for you, is a diet that is rich in pastries, meat and potato diet, and alcohol, because that would lead to you quickly adding up those pounds that weight. And remember, especially in hips and thighs, particularly if you are a woman. So it's better for you if a better diet for you would include raw salad, vegetables, fish, lean meat, fruits that fill you up. So this is a diet that fills you up. Now, it's also important that in your diet you eat the right foods. That through your diet, through the foods that you are eating, your diet provides you with the 20 essential vitamins and minerals. And these essential vitamins and minerals are not only important for you, are important for each sign of the zodiac, for each person. So you need vitamin A, B1, B2, B12, vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin E, vitamin G, and vitamin K. So allow me to break it down, and I'm going to give you examples as what are the best food sources. You need vitamin A, that is important for your night vision and the functioning of the skin cells. You need good sources of that. Vitamin A are milk, cheese, butter, fish oil, green leafy vegetables, fruits that have yellow flesh, okra, watercress. Good sources of vitamin B1 that also helps you to maintain a normal appetite are whole grains, wheat germ, eggs, liver, walnuts, peanuts, peas, beans, lentils, mushrooms, cabbage, asparagus. Good sources of vitamin B2 are green leafy vegetables, liver, kidney, apples, oranges, and pears. A good source of vitamin C are apricots, oranges, lemons, tomatoes, pineapples, watercress, vegetables in general, parsley, spinach, cabbage, onions. A good source of vitamin D is fish liver oil, egg yolks, watercress. A good source of vitamin E, which is also essential for fertility, are lettuce, kelp, wheat germ. A good source of vitamin D and K that are important for the process of blood clotting are legumes, wheat germ, watercress, alfalfa leaves. A good source of vitamin P that is important for the tiny vessels are paprika and lemon rind. You also need calcium, and you can get that from milk, cheese, cabbage, okra. Copper, a good source of copper could be apricots, oysters, molasses, shellfish. You also need fluoride, important for the development of your teeth. A good source of that can be garlic, escarole, watercress, whole oats, iodine, which is essential for you. A good source of iodine can be fish, radishes, iron that you need, especially for fatigue, anemia, red blood cells. A good source of iron are lettuces, parsley, leeks, spinach, asparagus. You need magnesium. A good source of magnesium are tomatoes, dill, celery. Phosphorus, that is very important for the health for the health of the nerves. Kale, mushrooms, and watercress are a good source of it. Potassium. A good source of potassium are parsley, string beans, and tomatoes. Excuse me. Sodium is also essential. A good source of sodium are, a natural source of sodium are celery, spinach, oysters, red beets, tomatoes. Sulfur is also essential. Kale, horseradish, garlic, cabbage, watercress. Silicon, a good source is or are asparagus, parsnip, onion, spinach. Now, the planet associated with your sign, for example, may also rule over particular vegetables, fruits, herbs, spices, and I'm going to give you examples of that. For example, Jupiter is the planet associated with your sign, and Jupiter governs agrimony. Agrimony was used in ancient times to treat gout. Also, asparagus falls under the dominion of Jupiter, and in ancient times, for example, asparagus was boiled with white wine vinegar, and it was used to loosen arteries and for hip gout and sciatica. Fig tree, not the fruit, but the tree. The fig tree also falls under the dominion of Jupiter. Like back home when I was growing up, I did grow up with a fig tree in my backyard. And you know, sometimes when you cut those leaves or the branches, you see that thick, milky liquid coming out of it. In ancient time, that thick, white, milky liquid was used to put on warts, or to wash the forehead, or to cure, you know, hoarseness of your throat, voice, or when you had coughs. Also, common garden sage falls under the dominion of Jupiter, and it was used in ancient times for its effects in liver, to breed blood, and its effect on memory. It was kind of used boiled with a combination of other herbs, and also used to warm up cold joints. So these were some of the examples that I gave you. I hope that this information is useful to you, especially now at the beginning of the year. Now that everybody is looking to shed off a few pounds, you know, those pounds that you put on during holiday season. But generally speaking, everybody wants to be healthy. So give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Stay tuned, because in the future I will be uploading more of these astrological based videos for each and every sign of the zodiac. In the link down here below in the show more description box, I will be posting you know, links to other videos and my contact information, my website lightworker.com, and my email lightworker@gmail.com. Thank you so very much, and remember, I love you for watching. Bye.